Good afternoon, fellow citizens of Nigeria. My name is just Adetoun. So I just got a call now. So there's a boy who then just buy now for Abeokuta. He never reach 1 hour. The boy don't buy.
Welcome back to Chukitable Media. Discussion about application of corporal punishment in schools in Nigeria has been going on. The case reared its head last week when some video came up about discipline or disciplinary action on some students in some secondary school in Nigeria. On a popular program called What's Trending by Ojiokwe, the case was brought up and it was, discussed if it is okay to apply corporal punishment on children in schools. Some people are for it and some people are against it. Corporal punishment is not new in schools. It's not a new phenomenon. We can see why this case was brought up last week. A teacher disciplined a child in a private school, and the father of that kid went back to the school to beat up the teacher in the school. So it's all about violence. The father going back to beat the teacher beats or discipline the student. I think it's about discipline here. Should the father have gone back to do that, and should the teacher discipline the child? For me, I will stay in the middle way. And I'm going to ask us, are there any benefits using corporal punishment in schools? Going back to the application of this system since inception in schools in Nigeria. What benefit have we gained for it? Are our moral values up to standard? Are children behaving very well? The results we have now on the elders that we have today, I think they grew up yesterday. Did we see an example of discipline on ourselves, on this adult of today? And now, people are clamoring to remove it completely, remove corporal punishment completely from school, that there should be other ways to do this. I don't know which side of the divide you are standing. Please put your opinion in the comment section. And I want to relate this to this case of a student being beaten up, given over 100 lashes, and with the help of some teachers in schools in Obada, as reported by Adetoun Jagaban. I want you to listen to the video and draw a conclusion. This kid we are talking about was beaten to death. He died because of the result of the injury he sustained from the disciplinary action melted on him by the teachers or by the whole staff of that school in Ogun State. Monday Ariyo is gone because of this. I just want to warn us against violence. Violence, and violence. That is just too much. Brutality, oppression, trolling, fighting. I mean, let us be civil in everything we do. Thank you for watching.
Good afternoon, fellow citizens of Nigeria. My name is just Adetoun. So I just got a call now. So there's a boy who then just buy now for Abeokuta. He never reach 1 hour. The boy don't buy. Now, so they said these students, this teacher bought dustbin and then put it in the classroom and told the students that they should not break it. Jokingly, the boy said, is it not that money people used to buy it? The teacher found it offensive and went to report to the principal. I'm doing this video. I'm calling the attention of the Commissioner of Police, the Inspector General of Police, Commissioner for Youth and Development. I've already spoken to her. The PAM said, the governor of Ogun State, everybody involved, all of you should come out. Now, the principal now instructed the teacher that he should discipline the students. This teacher went ahead and gave these children 64 strokes of the cane each. Whilst he was beating them, Ariyo started to throw, collapsed and hit his head on the floor. Ariyo was rushed to the hospital. Even before they rushed him, the teachers abandoned him there. Along the line, they saw that he was unresponsive. They took him and rushed him to the hospital. Ariyo got to the hospital. Ariyo don't die. Ariyo don't die. Ariyo don't die. Hey, call the driver for me. Let's go to the now. 162. Ariyo buy finish. A particular government official is giving directive and instruction that they should go ahead and bury the boy immediately. A boy that don't die not even up to 1 hour as I speak to you people. Please, yo! Now, how can you beat a boy because of just being 164 strokes of the cane? Commissioner, Governor Adetoun. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm just telling you this so that everybody will be aware. I am on my way to Abeokuta. And anything will happen for that school, and me and that minister, the commissioner, I be that government official, I'm ready to stand by it. I'm ready to stand by it. If anybody need a costume on here, bury that child before I get to Abeokuta, and you people will understand who just Adetoun is.
Well, you just watched our very next guest in that video expressing a lot of anger over the death of a student in a secondary school in Ogun State, southwest of Nigeria. Well, for everything about the issue she addressed there, namely the death of Monday Ariyo, we're now being joined by Adetoun Onajobi, Larry Adeniyi, an activist, nutrition consultant, musician, and founder of an NGO called Feed a Child Community Initiative. It's good morning. It's great to have you here. Let's go into the specific details about what has emerged about this punishment, the alleged punishment that led to this young boy's death. How exactly the school and local authorities responding so far? And when we look at the accountability measures that should be put in place to prevent educators from crossing boundaries in disciplining students, let's talk about that as we start off this interview.
All right, good morning, everyone, and thank you for having me. First of all, the attitude that we've received on this case is the most disappointing I've encountered since 2015 that I've been a field worker. Most times when we raise awareness, we call to action for things like this, we've always seen government officials being supportive, the police trying to be supportive. I'm not saying fully supportive, but this is the most disappointing that I've seen. First of all, when that news came to me from the UK, and I saw the videos, the first person I spoke to was the Commissioner of Youth and Development, because basically I have contact of almost all of them. And then I called the First Lady. Unfortunately, she was airborne. And the lady just said to me, the woman said to me, oh, she's not even in her constituency, she's somewhere, and then she's going to tell someone to call me. 6 hours down the line, no call, and I had to call the PA to the governor. And the guy started to make phone calls, and then the Commissioner of Education and we spoke. And the guy vehemently said, Madam, this is highly unexpected, that because from the very first time he resumed office as a Commissioner of Education, he said it that no student should be flogged. No matter the level of crime, don't beat any student. But, you know, I don't understand what is going on in Ogun State. And Ogun State is beginning to make my governor in Lagos State look like a champion, because I don't think this will happen in Lagos State, and we're still at this level. We're still at this level because as at the time I got to Abeokuta yesterday, as a matter of fact, my journey was for Abeokuta, and then when we got to Abeokuta, we realized that it wasn't even Abeokuta, it was Obada, close to Imota, Imeko. When we got there, the principal was nowhere to be found, no hospital around there, no local government chairman to be spoken to. The only thing that I kept on hearing, and I confirmed, was that some government officials still came there, and that they were begging the families to go and bury the boy, and then they gave them cash and a letter. And as at the time I spoke to the Commissioner of Education and the Commissioner of Youth and Development and the First Lady, my instruction was that they should release a press statement and then let the people be aware that the government is on it, and then let them sympathize with the family. They all denied that they are not aware of the case. I spoke to the Commissioner of Police, and the Commissioner of Police told me that he was just hearing about the case from me. Now, going to Obada Idimu was quite an eye-opener, because we realized that the case even happened on the 15th of October, and then the boy had been taken from one place to the other. They've done a brain surgery on him. They found out that he had internal bleeding, and they've tried to do surgeries on him as well. And then when everything proved abortive, that was when they moved him to FMC. And at FMC, he died a night before, and the hospital refused to disclose that information to the families. So it was when someone who took his own wife there to give birth found out that there were arguments, and then there was, some kind of strange movement. He started to do a video recording, and a government official came there and told them not to to go ahead and bury the boy. Now, in all of this, sometimes we have to go low to call the attention of the general public to this. And I must say that for no reason, the generation that we are today, there shouldn't be any reason why any teacher should raise his hand up to flog a child, less telling the children to do frog jump. And the alarming thing is there were over 120 students that were flogged. 3 collapsed and they were admitted to the hospital. A beautiful young girl broke her bones, and then they had to do orthopedic, local, whatever they call it, and then to fix the bones together. And then 8 teachers were the ones who mounted on those children and were beating them in a barbaric form. And then these teachers have absconded, and there's only one that is being held down now.
Thank you for watching. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing so you won't miss out any of our latest video.